Previously. Right, it has just become morning, so I'm going to quickly head over to Walter, my old chum, and you can buy all of this crap, look. Just gave me so much money. And goodbye. Good day to you, sir. Alright, put this money away. Now, you may notice in my hotbar on the 4th slot, I've got the contaminator out, and I've also brought with me 944 green solution. And that is what we're going to use to convert the corrupted area. Once we get there, of course. So we're going to have to take a slightly long way around. Now, my plan is to do this in 2 stages. Because basically we're going to get attacked a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just convert just the top area for now. And that should prevent any enemies from spawning sort of like on the surface. They'll mainly come from below. Once I've got the surface done, I'll start doing the downward angles. Now, removing all this corruption is going to take a huge amount of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of split it off into basically from there up to here, and that should just give me enough time to do the top area and keep that nice and clear, and then we can do the bottom or the rest of the world at another time. So for now, let's just get over here. I'll put on some fancy music as I run along, I guess, and just fire completely downwards and ruin the day of this corrupted area. So I'll start here, I guess, and just go. Oh, this place, look at the trees turning nice already. We do, of course, have this one up here to get. There we go. Make sure to get everything. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen any enemies so far. Here, render this grinder completely useless. Alright, now if we check this, you'll see we've managed to go quite a ways down, look, so that should prevent any enemies from spawning above. So now we're just going to do the classic fall down technique, and that should get rid of everything else. And they only used about less than 50 green solution too. So let's fall down. Oop. Oop. Similar to that, and then we can do the underneath as well, but we need to face it upwards first, would be probably the best idea. There we go, look, quick little blast along. And if we check it out, look at that, so we've got this middle section here to do, which is nice and easy and simple. And the contaminator is probably one of the best things added. One of the most, I guess if removing corruption and hallow and stuff is something you want to do, this is one of the better things added in an update, purely because it just saves so much time. I remember in my other world, removing corruption like this, it just took days upon days upon days just for like a small area like this, just digging it all out or using purifying powder. It's really not feasible to do something like that. Right, so let's now go up, oopsie daisy, and over and go down the next one, because it's not a connected tunnel, you see. So we need to find the tunnel a bit further down, drop down that one, and then connect the tunnels underneath. So I think this is the one we wanted. There's a bit of corruption right there on the background wall. We don't want that, do we? So I think this is where we need to go down, so let's just blast and fall. Like this. I think we went way too far down. No, that's good. Okay. And then we can do this side too. Like this. That was a bit too far down. Let me up. Let me up, please. And then we fire upwards. Like this. Let's give it a quick once over. Why not? That'll prevent anything from spreading too quickly. And this generally looks pretty okay. We can get rid of that easy enough, and that should secure this entire area. It's this connecting tunnel here that might be a pain. I think it might need a bit of a dig up around. Right, so let's, you know what, let's give it a blast first. Dead ahead. That way I'm digging up stone and not ebonstone, you see? Bit more, makes it a bit more useful then, because when do you ever really use ebonstone? Not really that much. So this should very shortly connect me up. There we go, look, you see? To that other tunnel. And with these being connected, it makes it a lot easier to prevent the spread of the corruption, because you can just make tunnels that you can't jump across. Now I think the ebonstone or the corruption itself can only jump about over a 3 block gap. I might be wrong on that. I think it's about 3 blocks. So even this space here should be big enough, but I'm always super careful. So I always like to have a bigger space. That way I'm guaranteeing that it's never going to jump across for any reason whatsoever. And then you see I can just go like this just to separate the space out even more. Follow it along, make sure the space is all pretty good. That's all looking good so far, and then it obviously splits here. Now we could leave this because it's not going to spread up and it's not going to spread across. So we're perfectly fine with that as is. But we could remove it. It'll just grow back at some point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run shooting downwards. Don't need to do this. I just want to. Just push the corruption back a little bit further. Oh man, it's so slow in this water. There we go. Burning through a lot more of this solution than I need to, because the water's just slowing me down, but also because I don't need to do this. It just prevents it spreading quicker in the long run, making it maintain its level of niceness, plus it'll stop things spawning and attacking me. Right, we've got some corrupted background wall there that I can get rid of, and some corruption above me here I can get rid of too. I'm not sure if corrupted background walls can allow it to spread. I'm genuinely not sure on that. There's really going to be one way to find out, and that's to either wiki it or leave it and see if it spreads. So it looks good, but here's the issue. We don't know what's behind these black things, so we're going to have to dig into those. In fact, we can see corruption up there already. So I think the best thing to do is go there and dig straight down, since there's natural tunnels there already. I say tunnels, more like caverns. So I don't want to have these ugly grid lines, as I've been methodically digging left, right and centre, because I can either leave them there and they look ugly because they're ugly grid lines, or I can fill them in, which just adds more time to what I have to do. I hate filling in holes. I coke. Or holes that are naturally there, right? So if we just sort of dig around here, we'll eventually drop into this. If we can open it a bit wider, we can drop down into this, and you see, look, there is definitely corruption here. So give it a quick blast in either direction. It's looking good, but we can of course go a bit further down. Just been digging through clay, but I'm kind of doing it at a bit of an angle here, just to make it look a little bit less natural, like a natural thing. That looks good to me. Let's go across. This is unfortunately going to look unnatural, but maybe if I go like this, maybe I fly up at a weird angle and stuff. Ah, here's some corruption. Look. Let's blast this completely out of there. Full 360. Well, as best as I can. And I think just down into this tunnel might be enough. And then, even though this doesn't get rid of corruption in our world, what it does do is it just removes all surface corruption, apart from, my grinder, my arena, because I need that to be there. I think if we just sort of go like this. In fact, let's get that water out of there. Just make it look a bit natural, won't it? With a bit of a water-filled tunnel down there, look. A little bit higher, and we should be able to see this looks corruption-free to me. So now we've just got to stop it from spreading from below upwards, which again is a somewhat easy task. If we can get out of here, that is. Oh! Rawley, the travelling merchant, has arrived. We're going home. There is a reason for this. I mentioned before, he has stuff that I want. And I'm going to buy it, if he has it. Let's take out a couple of these. And see if he has anything for me. I forgot, I'm sure I wrote down somewhere what he has that I want. And I can't find that sticky note anywhere, so... We'll just see if he has anything. If you're looking for junk, you've come to the wrong place. Well, we'll see, won't we? Pad Thai. Do I have any of that? I don't know. The extendo grip. The bricklayer and the magic hat. So, we'll take a bricklayer. I don't think we have one. We'll take an extendo grip, because I don't think we have one. And then Pad Thai, I don't think we might do. I don't know. Well, there's 30. There's 60. Well, there's 90 of it. Thanks, buddy. Right, you can do whatever you want now. I don't mind. So if we scoop around here and drop it down here, we'll soon find out if we have Pad Thai or not, because I left space in my restaurant for it. As we fly up and over. What have we got here? Pumpkins, pumpkin pies. That's got nothing in it. That's got nothing in it. Soup. Christmas pudding. Marshmallows. Honey. Gingerbread man. Yeah, we haven't got Pad Thai. It goes in this one. And he has another food type. I forget what it is. But his other food will go in this chest here. This restaurant's coming along now, isn't it? Oh, look at these vases. I've got things growing out of them too. All is good in the hood. Is that the thing I wanted to do? Well, I can put those away, but I can put those away at a later date. We might as well get straight on with... In fact, we might be better served if we go under here. Because as we dig down, you'll see the corruption begins somewhere around here. There's my tunnel for separating the corruption out. At this space. So this is thick enough that it's not going to spread up. So I can just continue... if I separate it there, I think that would be good. Okay. Basically, by cutting the corruption off, it can't spread anymore. Well, it can continue to spread, just not where we want it to. We can control its spreads. I think here, look, would be a good spot. Because we can have a natural tunnel here. Makes it easier for us to keep this like a 5 wide. And then we want to just go... I think down like here. And then if we can spread this open a little wider. I apologise, it is a bit dark. Can't help it. I'm underground, I have a light out. Like that. And then... maybe... how's the best way to do this? Just sort of straight down maybe? And this is a... this is pretty big. No, I think that's just too much effort for that. We head up and I think we'll just separate it off like here somewhere. Oops, I fell down. And then this looks pretty natural. This looks like a pretty open space. Dig through. Keep a distance. Make sure it's definitely not going to be able to spread. There's some cobalt there too. Not sure how our cobalt stocks are doing. I know they got a little low because I used loads of it, didn't I, to build the wizard's tower. Oh, there goes the travelling merchant. I don't know how he keeps managing to kill himself. He should be completely safe where he is. He's just wandering into a trap, isn't he? That's what he's doing. He's walking into one of my traps. And then, I think, if we... how would we best do this? Through there into that. Oh, it just means a lot of digging.